Hey everybody, don't mind me. I'm like trying to clean what's left of the makeup off my face before I try to get this video out for what's coming up tomorrow. Now I'm actually going to a flea market tomorrow. I don't know which one. Um, well, it's kind of like a flea market. I'm not going to say a flea market. It's kind of like a flea market. So you guys already know that I have my paint palette to help with the paintings, the beautiful, beautiful paintings that are here behind me in the Bob Ross style. Okay, let me sit this down here. There we go. Much better. Hands free, yay. Okay, so always having to try to use a snare drum stand does not always work out. Why? Because one part of the snare drum stand actually pushes the canvases. Okay, like we'll push the canvas. Let me just use this one as an example. It will push the canvas. You see where my finger is? It'll push the canvas like that. And you see that? You could tell where my finger was. And then I have to literally let the canvas rest so it goes back smooth. Now you all know that if you've watched my videos, and yes, that's still cuteness. Isn't that still cute? I mean, it was, my abstract piece. So if you watched my art videos, you had seen that the one that I don't have now, I gave to one of my friends, and she is enjoying it. Oh, and thank you to my new subscriber. Thank you. I'm now up to 19. Thank you very much. Tell your friends that you can learn wonderful pieces of art like this, right? And this is just an abstract piece. And as you can see, there's the little mansion right here. And you can learn wonderful pieces like this. And this really isn't hard to learn. The pieces like this, the pieces like this really isn't hard to learn. This is what I'll be teaching, plus other artwork that I have coming up. Now, I need to know, you can give me a thumbs up and a comment below for, and I said this in my last video, like before this one today, because this is my one before like going to bed, because I have something cool to do tomorrow, because tomorrow I know you're just keeping us in suspense. Oh, tomorrow is try to find the art easel so that it doesn't matter what size canvas. See, like these little 8x10s like this, because I have one little 8x10 left, okay? One little 8x10 canvas left, which we will be working with. And so that we can do whatever. It can be this way, it can be that way, like I have with this and a few other paintings that I've done on the little 8x10. And like I said, you have the background like this. Go ahead and go back, look through, watch the abstract video, watch this, and then when you get to 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 26 seconds, I did not notice a painting behind me going like that. Okay, it fell over. I had seen that it was still sitting up, and I had thought my neighbor just being noisy as usual. I'm surprised he's not being noisy now. But anyway, while I was doing this painting, and I didn't realize that the painting had fallen over. So I was like, really? Like, is this house haunted? Oh, well, I've lived in haunted houses before. And Halloween's coming up. So my friend Rocco says this reminds him of like a Tim Burton thing. you know, maybe it is sort of Tim Burton-ish because of the trees. I don't know. He said it reminded him of the Nightmare, the Nightmare Before Christmas is what he said it reminded him of, you know. I don't know. I've never watched that movie. And he said the sun reminds him of James and the Giant Peach. I don't know. I've never watched that movie. But if you guys would like, and I think this would be, because this is October, and a few of my fellow YouTube creators, and don't worry, my long hair is still here, is this in a fun bun. I'm gonna try to make sure this, because of my few people ridiculed me for this. I really do have epilepsy. I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't smack my lips as much. It's a cause of, look, it's listed. Okay, sorry about that. My neurologist gave me this information the last time I went to go see him, and you know, I was really shook up on the information he gave me. But anyway, back to everything in hand, and this is why I try to stay positive so I can try to have less seizures. If you guys would like, on Friday the 13th coming up, on next week, you know, on Friday the 13th, you can give a thumbs up and a comment below for creepy plushie art. That is a sculpture that will be, now, creepy doll art got mailed off to Bunny Myers, which is Graveyard Girl. Check her out, she's cool. She is just a fantabulous person to like watch her videos. And there, I just made up a new word, fantabulous. Maybe I'll use that word in my videos. Fantabulous. A new verbiage. Use it in your dailiness. Fantabulous. You heard it here. So we can have that fantabulous time making creepy plushie art, which would be similar to making creepy doll art, except for it will be made just in one day. I did let Let's Read know that I will be making creepy plushie art, so that he has my full permission to use the vid in any of his vids, because I love the creepy content. I like creepy stories. As many times as people drove me through cemeteries when I was a child and literally and purposely tried to scare me to death. They tried to scare me until I would just, I was like, hey, do you guys see that lady over there walking past? They're like, what? They're like, nope, we're out of here. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, I want to go over to the headstone. It's like really cool. I'm going to go over there and ask that lady why she's there. And they're like, what lady? And I'm like, don't you see that lady over there? The one in the white? And they're like, nope, we are out of here. See, I got more interested in the paranormal. That was their fault for trying to creep me out. Trying to literally scare me to death. No, I'm not Skull and Bones, in case you want to know. I know that's a sign. I promise you, I am not Skull and Bones. I promise. promise you this, okay? I'm not associated with anything. I promise. Okay. I know in a lot of my videos you see me go like this. I'm not affiliated with that either. Okay. And I know you see my tattoo. But hey, it's all cool, everybody. So I said I would try to stop doing that. Yeah. Thing. So I have got to program myself to stop the lip smacking thing. That's a process I have to do because of the epilepsy. I have to program myself to stop doing that. The neurons in my brain need to be corrected. And pretty soon, I've been telling you guys this pretty soon. I've been told soon. And then I started asking, when is soon? And you guys are probably like, when is soon? When is soon? You keep telling me soon. Let me and my face be right back. Allergies suck. Okay, and I also had a pumpkin spice Lulu with my dinner from my favorite place, Wawa. They have a really great pumpkin spice Lulu that I can get an extra shot of espresso with, except for they put like 2 extra shots of espresso in mine. My gosh, while I was there, right, this lady in the line, she was really holding up the line. She tried the crap deal of, she had a 20 in her hand. I think we all know this one, right? You didn't give me my change back. First of all, sweetheart, I don't care your blonde ass had a 20 in your hand. You're trying to harass one of my favorite cashiers, one of my favorite short cashiers with the black frame glasses, with the nerdy black frame glasses. And you have this 20 in your hand and you're telling her, you didn't give me my change back for this. First of all, you have a fake 20 in your hand. You're trying to harass one of my favorite people, and you're trying to say, you didn't give me my change back for this. Get the fuck out. And this one guy in front of me, he's like, oh hell no. And I'm like, but hold up a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, the color of that money isn't right. He's like, what? And I'm like, it's a phony bill. I'm like, it's a counterfeit. She had a counterfeit bill in her hand. The minute she heard somebody mention she had a counterfeit bill in her hand, boom, she left the store, went to her car, and she rolled out. So beware of that. Like, people are already out there with counterfeit 20s already. I want people to be aware of this. There are people out there with counterfeit 20s already. So be very careful. They're trying to scam with the, you didn't give me my change for this crap. So be very aware and very alert about this, because the crap is already going on. And you know, Halloween's coming up and they're already starting their crap. Let's see. This is like somebody's still trying to use my phone number with a phony Wells Fargo account. But it's a judge that's under investigation for fraud in Philadelphia. Well, that judge may have a problem in about a week, or at least by Tuesday, when I call an associate of mine in Philly that works in City Hall. Think about whose phone number you use before you try to use it. You may not be so smart. Yeah. Think about that before you do some dirty deeds. I have connections with law enforcement in Philadelphia, so I really do. So it like helps me out. So that's always cool. And you know, connections with other people. People can swipe with the dishes. So anyway, people, back to sunshine and rosy things like what we will be looking for holding up our canvases from now on is that art easel. Going to the crafting store, the only art easels that they had was one that you literally just put on top of a desk or a table. As you guys know, I don't have one here. And I don't really have a good setup for like anything to just like put the camera behind me for anything like that. And oh my gosh, yeah, I just don't. So the kind of easel that I really need is like a tall easel. You know which kind I'm talking about, like the old school one. And since you guys know that I basically do the Bob Ross techniques, and I have 7 of the 16 by 20 canvases left, and right here I'm training myself not to do the lip smacking thingy. And only one of the 8 by 10. Now the one 16 by 20 already has a coat of purple on it. Now that we can use for a landscape, or we can use it for something else. It does not matter. But don't forget, you can also leave in the comments below if you would like me to do the West Coast mountain ranges. Excuse me. Perfect. Because you guys already know I will be doing Wallowa Lake and Mount Rainier. Now, you see, sorry guys, about the lip smacky thing. You guys know that if I want to do Mount St. Helens, that I was a kid when Mount St. Helens erupted, and I lived in the state of Oregon. I lived in Northeast Oregon when it happened, so the plume of ash actually went from southwest Washington State to Northeast Oregon, so it like traveled a pretty darn good distance. So oh my gosh, it traveled like almost 200 miles to get to us. And you know, that's not Pond Far. That is not Pond Far. So it traveled a pretty good distance to get to us, but we weren't allowed outside for a while until the plume of ash had settled. It was pretty darn dark for a couple of days. My whole thing was, do I want to do a triple before, when I know what Mount St. Helens looked like before the mountain, well, it was really a volcano, blew during when the big plume came up, and it looked like an atomic explosion, and then after. I was there during that history, and And I experienced the ash after, during and after. I was there for that piece of history. That's right. You know, you get to actually have a YouTube creator tell you a piece of history that happened on the West Coast, a piece of history from a volcano that literally like blew its top. And now the seismologists are looking at it. The volcanologists are looking at it. Wrong kind of volcans, but hey, live long and prosper and do not melt in that. Are looking at the molten lava that is boiling inside of Mount St. Helens now. I had seen the original news footage of this sweet little old man and his old kitty cat that died on the mountain. He was in his cabin. He cracked open his last bottle of Coca-Cola, his last soda, and he died on the mountain with his cat. The news reporters offered to take him off the mountain, and he said, "Nope, I'm old and I don't have any family. My cat's old. I'm old. My cat's on his last legs. Nothing that can be done for him." His cat had cancer and was blind in one eye. And so the old man opened up a soda and sat in his chair on his porch, and with his cat in his lap. The cat knew what was going to happen, and you know, so he was telling the kitty cat, you know, what was going to happen. So the cat laid in his lap, and boom went the mountain. And so many years later, they found the cabin. They found the old man's remains. They buried him right next to the cabin, you know, with the cat. So you can kind of say it was kind of like Pompeii. So they took him with the chair like that and carefully put him in the ground. So out of respect, that's how they laid him to rest. So with the Coke in his hand. So gotta start charging my device. Gotta start charging my device. I made this video like already over 20 minutes. I didn't even expect to do that. I thought this was gonna be a short vid. Anyway, I'm tired. I munched on something that I probably shouldn't have because it had wheat in it. And I'm not supposed to have wheat because I have my wheat allergy. But oh well. I was testing to see if Wawa was trying to copy my cinnamon rolls, and they tried. They came like that close, but not close enough. Yeah, I came close, but not close enough. And then I see that they came out with pumpkin muffins. What you doing, Wawa? What you doing, Wawa? I know one of your employees got one of my pumpkin muffins one year. What you doing? That was last year, actually. What you up to? That's right. That's my recipe. What you up to? What you up to? I do have a recipe for pumpkin muffins. And sorry about the lipstick and get. I have to remember. I have to program myself to stop that. I have to get used to like stop the lipstick is back. You can program your brain for stop eating junk food. Oh my gosh. To lose weight for the Army National Guard Armored Tank Division back. Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. That in 2002, when I was a recruit for the Army National Guard Armored Tank Division, before I got my spinal injury that landed me in a wheelchair for 5 years, it was like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, and you know what I found really offensive? Like, YouTube put up a video about some guy that isn't even disabled in a wheelchair. Like, dude isn't even disabled, and you put him in some wheelchair that's supposed to be Pimp My Wheelchair? Are you the fuck kidding me? And then you try to demonetize teaching art. I was in a wheelchair for 5 years, and I would highly demonetize the crap about Pimp My Wheelchair. Excuse? I'm offended by that. I am highly offended for that disrespectful crap. Pimp My Wheelchair? Huh? First of all, when I was in a power chair, you know what I did? I put a car seat cover from the automotive section on my chair. Yeah. And the seatbelt cover, you know, the part that goes across here, I put that around the seatbelt part, you know, because they have seatbelts. And it has like a little like side bag thingy. I could have hooked that on there for like, you know, putting things in, and you know, I could have got a cup holder, and you know, that's how, like, if you want to upgrade your chair, that's how you upgrade it. But some stupid video called Pimp My Wheelchair, that's poor taste. That is just poor taste, and it's disrespect. That's about as disrespectful as the NFL. The only great one left is Eli Manning and his retired brother, Peyton, which has come back for Nationwide. I saw that advertisement. That was funny. Peyton Manning teaching piano. Nationwide is on your side. It's like, oh, you're back. Yeah. I like Peyton Manning, and I like his brother Eli. That's it. Yeah. Peyton is cool though. Peyton's the man. For football, he was the man. Too bad he had to retire. I think that's actually what kept football going, was Peyton Manning. He left football and it went to shit. It went to shit. I think those little punks wouldn't have got away with that if Peyton was still there. He would have said something, I'm telling you. He would have said something. Like, step up to his plate. He would have put you in your place. Anyway, guys, am I gonna do a follow me around tomorrow? No, I'm not. I will let you guys know if I do end up getting an art easel that I will show you. But like I said, leave in the comments below if you would like me to do on Friday the 13th. Creepy plushie art, because that's so helpful. Yeah, and I really have to teach myself to stop this smacky lip thing. And as you guys see the art behind me, check out my other art videos. Definitely do that. That helps. You can always leave a comment. That helps. No, I do not have sponsors. That doesn't really matter. Like, I go to Bath and Body Works. They're not sponsors. I go to Michael's Crafting. They're not sponsors. I do my follow me around at Michael's Crafting, and I have, you know, management says, hey, that's great, because it gives them advertisement. Free advertisement, to tell you the truth. Anytime I mention them, it gives them free advertisement. Let me think. Like mentioning Bath and Body Works, it gives them free advertisement. Let's say I mention what I have. Okay, that gives you guys information on knowledge. Okay. Yes, it does, actually. If I teach you guys an art skill, I'm actually teaching you math. Teaching you guys, like, the arm knit, that's kind of teaching you physics. If I'm teaching you cooking, that's teaching you science. I'm teaching you all sorts of knowledge around here. Yeah, pretty much. Now, in a later time, I will actually show you guys this really cool sweater that I made, that I had crocheted. Now, I know April from Coolurpa, she would probably like it, and I can try on another time to, like, show you guys how to make. It takes a while to make one of these sweaters. So, oh my gosh, if I told you guys how many months it took to make this sweater, you guys, well, hold up, months? Months it took to make this sweater. Because you have to make the back, you have to make the front panels, and then you have to make the sleeves, then you do the trim around the neck, and then I made the panels for the closing part, and then I put on the buttons that I sewed on by hand, and you know, then I made the little ruffly parts, and I did the ruffly parts around the sleeves, but you know, I'll show you guys that on another time. And then I made like little belt loops in the back, like 4 little belt loops, and then I did crochet out a belt, and then put that with the belt loops, and made it kind of like corseted in the back, so that if you gain weight or you lose weight, you can adjust it to your size. Excuse me. And so that it's one of those sweaters that whether you lose weight or you gain weight, you can adjust the sweater to your size. Aha! And it has pockets on the inside. Why did I do it that way? Oh my gosh, why did I do it that way? So when I go to actually show you guys this particular sweater on another time, see, like Charlene's Art Corner is like a thing where I can show you guys like so many different skills, because knitting and crochet is an art. Painting, drawing, that's an art. Jewelry making is an art. Bunny Meyer should be receiving her jewelry tomorrow. Doing portrait work is art. It doesn't matter if you're working with acrylics, oils, butter, paint, you know, it's art. Oh, and by the way, I'm thinking about, and you guys might like this, you really might like this, for some Halloween makeup. Thinking about getting some Halloween makeup and just like wear one of my loose tank tops, not one of these ones because this one's like too tied up this way, or one of my looser tank tops to do like some Halloween makeup. Yes, I really am this tan. Being Native American, it's a perk. Just get some makeup and show you guys how to do some special effect, like how to make it look like You just have like your vertebrae showing and how to make it look like half of like just some like really creepy cool makeup. Let me know if that's something you want to see. This video was supposed to be really short, but it's not now. So also leave that in comments below. There's all sorts of different techniques for all sorts of different art that I can teach you. Doing special effects makeup is also an art. It really is. And it really doesn't cost that much to get the products. That's another thing that I can teach you. You can actually get inexpensive Halloween makeup. Now, I used to do my neighbors' kids' makeup all the time when I lived in Oregon. When I lived in the state of Oregon, my Mexican neighbors would send their kids to me on Halloween, and they would say, "Here, I don't know how to do this. You're an artist. Your kids always look great because you do their makeup." And I'd be like, "All right, what does your kid want to be?" I'm like, "Hurry up." I'm like, "I want to take my kids trick-or-treating. Your kids need to be here at a certain time, no later than that." I'm like, because I have to get my own kids ready. So I would hurry their kids up, boom, out the door, boom, out the door, boom, out the door. And more kids would show up. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like doing my own kids' makeup and more kids are showing up, right? What is going on? You're like, but I see how you did their makeup. Can you do my, like, I'm doing my kid. Like, you gotta wait. So, this is so true. And they'd be like, but I'm like, you wait a minute. So I would finish one of my children, set the one kid down and be like, okay, let me finish my kid. Be like, start the other kid. Be like, sit my next kid down, start their makeup, start working on the other one, doing both of those faces at the same time. Start one thing, go over here. Finish over here, do something over here. Set the next kid down, set the next kid down. Faces were going left and right until people were done. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm locking up my house. I'm going. My kids were not getting tricked out of their treats. So, yeah, my kids were not getting tricked out of their treats. There was no great pumpkin lumpkin going on there. Although I did make sure that they got to watch Charlie Brown. And they had their fun. They didn't have to have expensive costumes because I knew how to make theirs. So it's like sometimes my daughters would be dolls. Although dolls to me are creepy. Sorry, buddy. Dolls to me are creepy. Because they are, the original origins of dolls are the soul keepers of the dead. Now that you know this, and if you own dolls, you might look at them different. Like, nope. Nope. And that's why little Sassy was talking to her doll like that. No. And she called it Katie. You might want to think about that doll. Boy, do I have some stories about dolls. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you guys tomorrow after I hopefully can find an art easel. Thank you for my new subscriber. Thank you very much. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones, tell anybody that you know about this channel. It really helps me out. I used to have a lot more subscribers. I had to get rid of my old channel thanks to YouTube. We won't talk about that. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully with the new art easel, and we have more stuff coming up. All right, love ya. Bye.